Sure that should be. Oh, cool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Learn with Jason. Today on the show, we have party corgi friend Nick DeJesus. Oh man, the sunlight on your hand just gave you like a holy
Oh,
hand. Look at that.
oh, it did. Oh my God, that is so sick. I feel like I need to do the Queen wave.
Yeah, definitely.
That sorry,
So,
just messing
all right. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be able to top that. We might need to stop here.
around. Stream's over.
Oh, what's up? Thanks for the sub,
Hey,
Chris. We got all sorts of people here. Dom's in the chat. Little Bobby
oh,
Tables is in the chat. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. So Nick, for those of us who aren't familiar with you, do you want to give us a little background, who you are, what you're doing, all that good stuff?
yes. Hi, my name is Nick. DeJesus on Twitter. Right now, I am an expert in residence at a boot camp called Resilient Coders. Resilient Coders is a bootcamp focused on bringing people of color into the tech industry. It's a 20-week bootcamp now. We just went from 14 to 20, and we start now the new cohort, the
Nice.
20-week cohort next week. But yeah, we basically teach them how to code and try to employ them, which we're doing a great job with. uh, Me, I used to identify as like a React Native developer, but then I found Gatsby, and it was because of your Egghead video on authoring the Gatsby themes, and like that's quite literally why I'm here right now.
Oh, that sucks.
So ever since I made my first theme through your Egghead video, I have been. I say that I'm like lost in the Gatsby sauce, and I've just been making themes. I have like a whole mono repo full of these Stripe-based themes. I'm really interested in like the e-commerce space. There's a lot of tools out there for e-commerce, and nobody really thinks about Stripe first when it comes to e-commerce. And so I'm interested in sort of it's the Gatsby theme Stripe. That's the mono
Yeah,
repo.
some good stuff in here.
Um, and so yeah, and so I could have having my interest in like e-commerce and whatever. I could have been using Shopify to build my Gatsby themes and stuff, but I think I'm more interested in Stripe because this kind of thing doesn't exist right now, right? So a lot of my themes, like my main theme right now for the is the Gatsby theme Stripe storefront, where
Mm,
it hooks into your Stripe account, and then all of the products that you want to sell just get rendered on a static HTML page. And
nice.
so I've been sort of just like working on that continuously ever since that video of yours on Egghead.
Well, that makes me feel great. I love being it connected in some small way to that sort of thing. So that's
Yeah.
super fun. So another fun fact, we inadvertently turned this stream into, what did you call it? A mukbang stream?
Oh, it's a mukbang. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. I will be eating pizza on this stream. And look, the
So
pizza's got the glow too.
the only thing that upsets me about this is that you didn't send me any pizza. Because if we were both
I
eating pizza together, I feel like this would be cool. But now it just kind of feels like you're rubbing it in my face.
I definitely should have given you the heads up. Isn't it like breakfast time over there right now?
It's definitely breakfast time. I'm drinking my breakfast. Uh, Sorry, let me
Pizza.
rephrase. This is a coffee.
Well, pizza for breakfast doesn't sound that bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
mean,
we've all done it.
cold pizza for breakfast like is the best breakfast.
It is. It is like objectively and factually.
All right, Chris Biscardi's with us. Okay, so with that, yeah, we all right. We've got intros. We're into the mukbang. We are ready to do a thing. So what do you want to do on the stream today?
Right. So I would definitely like to go over. There's two things here. There is the data layer theme. So, and basically what a data layer theme does in Gatsby is basically just provide this is where you'll do the API calls, create the Gatsby, the nodes in GraphQL. You provide that data layer so that you can use that like anywhere, basically,
Hmm.
in any of your Gatsby apps if you need. to bake something coming from Stripe, like the way the Stripe products, the storefront works.
Yeah.
Is the storefront theme is just the UI, and then there's the Stripe base theme, which fetches the data that would render that UI.
Okay.
And so subscriptions are way easier to deal with Stripe, fortunately. So I think we should focus on making a data layer theme for Stripe plans. That's what they're called, plans.
All right, let's do it. So
and then we'll see where we go from there.
I'm gonna make a new directory, and I'm gonna call it Stripe subscriptions.
Yes.
And then we'll get in here, and I'm going to, let's see, I'll just open it up, and then we're gonna find out if, see if VS Code remembers what yarn is today.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So I'm gonna nvm use 12, which I think does remember. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I broke NVM somehow, and it like forgot where everything is.
Someday pretty sure my NVM is only held together by duct tape at this point.
I feel like mine is a lot of like bubblegum and best intentions. That's like how my whole dev system holds together.
Yeah, I feel you there.
All right, so let's see. So how do we want to start? I'm gonna just do like a yarn init y to give us a package to work with, and then go ahead.
Yeah. First thing I was gonna say is that we're gonna need a workspace setup.
Oh, all right. So that's different
because this is a theme, right?
Yes. Yep. Good call. So that's all of this is now no longer true. So do you wanna walk me through setting up a workspace?
So just you have the object there. Put your what was the name you were gonna put? Stripe subscriptions. So just do name.
Okay.
And then I guess we could just name it Stripe subscription base. I like calling my data layer themes base. I feel like that.
So are we setting up the workspace, or are we setting up the theme?
Oh, that's right. It's the workspace. It's the work. Okay. We're setting up the workspace for the theme.
Got it. Okay, so for this, we actually don't need a name, right? We're just going to set up the workspace.
The workspace's array.
Okay. So we'll make it private because Yarn makes us do that, and then we'll get in workspaces. That's an array. And how do you like to do this?
So I would just maybe say packages.
Okay.
Or that's how I have it set up for my. No, we don't need to do that. That's how I have it for my mono repo. Let's just name it, whatever we were going to name the actual theme itself. So
okay, so
Stripe,
give it like a Gatsby theme
or something. Yeah,
Stripe subscriptions base, and then we're going to need like a site, right? So we'll just call that site.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to save that. Now I need to create those folders. So Gatsby theme, Stripe subscriptions base, and one more site. All right. And then let's see what happens next.
So from here, we would have to actually start the Gatsby project itself in the Stripe subscriptions base.
Okay.
I don't know if you would run like a Gatsby new in that folder or.
Let's just go from scratch. I think because it's the stuff that we're gonna get is kind of boilerplatey, and we'd have to delete it anyways.
Right. So
I'll create a new package.
Yes.
And then what do we need for this? So we know we need
package
yarn workspace.
Yep.
Gatsby theme, Stripe subscriptions base, and then we want to add. What
we need the.
Yeah, what do we need?
I mean, we're gonna need Gatsby.
And then do we want Gatsby? Okay, I feel like we had a discussion about this the other day, and it's probably worth diving into here. Should the theme have Gatsby as a dependency, as a peer dependency? Like how do we resolve this?
So
we've got Chris in the chat to tell us the answer after you and I have debated it.
Yeah, right. So I think we want I don't actually do the peer dependency thing on. I'm looking at like what I have right now. So for the base theme, I actually have it. I do have it as a peer dependency. There's a object, there's dev dependencies, and there's peer dependencies, and Gatsby is in those. And then in the actual dependencies, I don't have Gatsby. So I
Okay.
think that's the answer.
So, all right. And um, I think the dev dependencies thing, that's a thing that I used to do that I've
Okay.
stopped doing. And
Oh,
the
okay.
reason for that is that originally what I would do is I would develop themes as like standalone Gatsby sites at first, and then I would switch them
Mm,
over to have a site consume them. And when you do that, then you need to have Gatsby available. So I'd make it a dev dependency. But
got you.
that
Okay,
just
that makes
complicated
sense.
things because like why would you use a theme as a standalone site when you're never going to do that for real? So instead, in the mono repo, you just have your site, and your site
Yes.
always consumes that theme even during development. So you never ever need to run the site standalone, which means it doesn't need the dev dependency.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
that makes perfect sense. So then it's dependency,
okay,
and
so
I
we'll
think the
we'll
chat
add it.
agrees.
We'll add it as a peer dependency. We're going to do Gatsby, React, and React DOM. Do I need? I'll get those installing, and then do we need anything else?
Um, we'll probably need so like Axios, uh, .env for the environment variables coming from Stripe, um, and then we'll need Gatsby plugin Stripe, which actually makes it easier to use the Stripe object itself.
Okay, and now these are going to be uh, regular dependencies, right? So
Yes,
Axios.env and Gatsby plugin Stripe.
yes.
Gatsby plugin Stripe. See Will Johnson in the chat. What's up, Will?
Hey, what's up?
The video quality. You
He's got the
can.
bearded koji, the
Yeah,
bearded
man, we're all
corgi.
about those bearded corgis now. I put in a new emote request for an emote that says boop, and I'm really really excited for
Yes.
that one to come up.
You designed that yourself?
I did, yeah. That
Really
was
good,
like
man.
I was like, oh, I should do something silly, and that's how I roll. So,
I have a silly project that I just discussed with somebody the other day. I'm going to share it real quick.
yeah, do
But
it.
we were thinking about the idea of creating a celebrity apology generator
Ooh,
because they're also generic and terrible.
I'm very on board with this.
I
This
think I
is
need I think I need to learn a little bit of AI for that though.
Yeah, I think I mean you can probably get like Gant Laborde, who's been on the show before.
Oh yeah,
He does a lot of that stuff. Let's see,
the Tensor guy.
what's his fun machine learning, I think.
Yes.
And he's got all of this fun stuff. Where is he? Or is it Fun Machine? It's like Fun Machine Learn on Twitter or something.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail, but
No,
that
no,
does
that's
sound.
this is
I'm
all
very
good.
excited.
That sounds like a funny project. Let's see. Here's
Mm-hmm.
here's Gant's here's his Twitter, which is a good one.
Mm.
And if you look back through the Learn with Jason archives, somewhere down here we've got some Gant stuff.
Ooh,
So I would definitely recommend get into that. It's super fun.
I should check that out.
So yeah, all right.
Yep. So
I started doing stuff and then I think I walked away from it. So
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
where are we at now?
yeah. So we got the peer dependencies set up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we will need at least. So the cool thing about the base themes is that you don't really need anything more than like the lifecycle files. So there's Gatsby, Node.js. Oh, and we need index there just because like we just literally need it to be there. Um, you're still inside the subscription thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll
So we'll
add.
need index.js just because it has to be there.
Got it.
And then we
Done.
need Gatsby Node, and we need.
Uh,
Wait, do we need? I don't even actually think we need Gatsby config. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's do Gatsby Node because that's definitely for sure
okay. Gatsby
something.
node.
Oh, so I do have Gatsby config, and I used Gatsby plugin Stripe, and I think that's just there for when it gets consumed, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
actually being used in the data layer theme. So maybe we should just pass on that for now.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So Gatsby node. Oh, and so do you Stripe, bro? Do you
Yeah,
have a Stripe account? Okay, cool.
oh, I hope so.
Yeah. So
I'm
you
I'm
need
pretty sure I do.
yeah. So we have to go to the dashboard, and we probably want to click on tests when you get there.
Yeah, that works.
Mm. Some crunchy crust action.
I am not a robot. Check my email for a login link. Damn.
Oh no. Oh, you have to verify that.
Nobody look at my email when it pops up. Get this thing out of there. All right, I did it. I was fast enough. Okay, from my login, and then I need to copy this link. I'm going to open it here.
The chat has their eyes closed. They're letting you know.
Appreciate you, chat. Oh, for fuck's sake! Can I do this later?
Um.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna show you know what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something cool. Check this out. I didn't know that they added this, but 1Password totally added two-factor auth. So I can go into this account. I'm gonna pull this off. Just scan QR code.
Whoa.
Check this out, right? So now I take this.
What?
And now it pulled in my one-time password. And so like now it's just part of my
What?
Yeah, now it's just part of 1Pass. So I learned that the other day. How cool. Oh no. No, nobody look at that. How do I don't know how to reset that. I have to reset that later. Please don't hack my Stripe account.
Immediately after this episode, you have to call Stripe.
Yeah.
Immediately.
All right. So I'm going to have to go.
Wait, no, it's okay because the stream chat, they have their eyes closed.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, chat. There are no hackers present here.
So we want to do this with test data.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bobby Tables, that's a good point. I shouldn't have shown that QR code. So basically, I have to go.
You hackers, you I gotta
dirty
go
turn
hackers.
off the thing and then turn it back on later. I will do that. I swear to God, if one of you hacks my Stripe account, I will probably just be really sad about it. So please don't.
It was so good.
Okay, so I'm in test data, right? And this is what you wanted me to do is turn on the test stuff.
Oh, so one thing. There's the Stripe is right now transitioning from the orders API to a products API. And what we're trying to use is checkout. So you want to scroll down and you want to like activate some checkout thing. Oh, actually maybe click on, how do we do that? Let's go to maybe settings.
Settings?
Scroll down. Okay, see where it says checkout?
This one?
You have to do checkout settings, yeah.
Okay.
So this is one thing, none of my themes work without going through this. And there's a thing to the right that says enable client-only integration.
By enabling the client-only integration, you will allow your publishable key to read product information on your Stripe account. Okay, that seems okay.
Yeah. So it's like they're making it better and easier to work with, but you do lose out on some nice features that came with the orders API. Like right now you can't handle stock or variants. So if you had like different sizes and colors of a t-shirt, you're not going to be able to handle that with Stripe right now, which I really hope they fix. If anyone from Stripe watches this, that'd be nice. Anyway, so now from here, you probably didn't notice, but on the left pane, there was a products thing that was added. And so click on that.
I was in here before. I had I had Thor from the Stripe team on a while back, and we did something different. We didn't do subscriptions. But that's an episode that's worth looking at too.
Yeah.
Somewhere back here. Way back here. Let's
Yeah, his thing is on. If you look up the e-commerce stuff on the actual Gatsby site, you can see Thor's. Whatever you built here, I think, is what is.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
these products are a relic of that project.
So I think I see that you have cool things.
Yeah, but
I
we
don't think
can.
it matters. You could leave them there. We can just create like a new product.
Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to create a new product, and it recurring is a subscription. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Getting like progressively more jealous of your pizza as time goes on.
I'm sorry. Not really.
So we will call this.
So in honor of Chris Biscardi's Discord channel, why don't we subscribe to like corgi raids?
Ooh.
But like different tiers of corgi raids. So like tier 1, you get like a single corgi boop. Like every month, a corgi is gonna come through and boop you.
I love it. Okay.
Right. And so we can leave these things are optional, the unit label and statement stuff.
Okay, so I'll leave that. I've added a pricing
And then
plan.
I don't know how much this is where you would name it. So maybe name it like the nickname. Maybe you can call it Corgi Boop or Corgi Raid Level 1. I like that too. But Boop is cuter, you know?
Yeah. Let's stick with that.
And then I don't know, like leave the ID optional. They like to make it for you.
Okay.
And price per unit, like how much would you be willing to pay for a single Corgi Boop on a monthly basis?
Let's put it to the chat. What do you think, chat?
How much is that?
What would you pay for a corgi boop? At least
Like
a tenner.
He's really thinking about it. I would agree. Maybe like $9.99 because the double
$9.90. Yeah, $9.99. Yeah. Oh wait, I learned you got to do $9.97 now.
$9.97.
Right? Yeah, $9.99. It's too like people are blind to that. The $9.97 though, that looks cheap. All right, so we're billing monthly.
Let's do it monthly.
All right.
And then so yeah, I think that's it for now. And so we should probably make like two more. So then like add pricing. So let's do that again. And what would be like the next level, chat?
To
like,
add multiple. Wait, how do I upgrade to the latest?
This sunlight is now just like moving. Hold on, I might have to.
How do I? It's telling me that I have to upgrade, but I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, wait. So I don't know what that is either. Actually, just click on products. So if you make something else from here, it's going to be added to that Corgi Raid Level 1. And we don't want that. So let's create a completely new one.
Oh,
it's kind of a confusing.
So it won't let you do like multiple pricing plans, like.
Oh, I think upgrade to the latest API version. So
let's see what we can do here. Let's look. Early access features.
Oh, so we would need to add code.
We do need to add code.
Is that right?
Let's look at this. Test product.
I think there's got to be a way to look at what version you have right now.
Yeah.
Reports,
payments, balance, developers.
And normally when I'm on, it says latest right there.
Versions can only made. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna go to regular data. I'm gonna upgrade. Yes, because I'm not using this for anything live. So it won't break anything. Now I'm gonna go back to test data. Cool. And then if I go to products, maybe it's gonna let me do. Like, should I do it as a pricing plan, or do you want me to do this separate? What's?
Oh. Sorry. No, do it separately.
Okay.
The way the data comes in, it's kind of weird. So we're gonna do level 2 as a separate product.
Okay. So
Snugs. Oh wait, this is a standalone. You're doing a standalone product. You didn't click on the subscription. Yeah, the recurring.
Okay, Corgi Snugs, and that one is gonna cost.
Yeah. How much does the chat think this should cost?
What does
How much would you pay for Corgi Snugs? Okay, let's see, 15.
12.90? You're only okay, Nikki. We're gonna have words about this. So you get a boop. You get a boop from a corgi, and it's $9.97. You're saying you would only pay an additional $4 to snuggle that corgi?
That ain't right, bro.
Sir. Well, actually, we should make a qualification here. By getting the level 2 plan, you get everything in level 1 plus corgi snugs, right? You're going to get a boop and a snug here. Huh?
This should be a business.
$39.97. Chris Biscardi knows the value of a snug.
Yeah, he does.
All right, I'm gonna make it $34.97. $34.97. All right, we like Nikki, get out of here with your cheap plans. Jesus. Okay. All right, so we got a pricing plan. Yes. And then did we want to do like a platinum?
Yeah, the platinum. So yeah, click on products again.
Okay.
Because yeah, I think so. Maybe there is something to be said about creating the other products within that one, but right now that doesn't make sense. The way the data comes in, and you'll probably see what I mean. The way the data comes in, it just gets kind of weird. So that's why I do them all separately like this.
Oh, Chris named it. It's a wiggle stampede.
It's a wiggle stampede.
And it is $99.97
every month.
Oh damn it!
Oh wait, this is
I did it again.
This is a recurring thing. Yeah,
I feel like they should make me make that choice before they let me fill in anything.
Some feedback for Stripe.
Okay. $99.97.
$99.97.
All right. This is some quality stuff.
Yes. And right. I'd be interested in going in on this startup with you if you wanna make it happen.
Yep.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
So we have the products there. So now we should start actually writing code, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So oh, actually, no, one more thing. So click on developers. And so more of your secrets might be revealed if you click on
But these are test ones, right? So the only thing, like nobody can do anything with the Stripe test keys.
That is true. Yep. So click on API keys. That's also under the developers thing on the left pane.
Got it.
And so there's a publishable key.
Right.
And a secret key.
Okay. And so I'm going to start. Should I put this in the theme or in the site?
Put it in. Oh, this should be in the site.
Okay. So I'm going to create a .env. And I'll just call it .env.
Well, so hold on. Let me see what you think of this. Because we're not really we're making the theme and it's just a data layer theme. And it's not. So we can make the best practice is to do it from site. But when I was working on it, I was also just sort of running it from the theme directly.
Let's just run it from the site. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to install it and run it.
Okay, cool.
And that way we're never like confusing ourselves.
Yep.
So I need the Stripe secret key too.
Yes. So the Stripe secret key needs to be. Yep. You're doing it right.
All right. You can all go test give me money. All right. So these are going to be our test keys so that we can send stuff back and forth. And then I'm just
you hackers, you
if we
dirty
set this
hackers.
To be if we set this to be .env.
It should be .env.development.
Yeah.
And then also you should make a production one and then copy and paste the test stuff into that as well so that we can actually make it go live.
When we send it up to production, we'll be building on like Netlify or something. So we'll have to put those keys in there.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, so, sorry. Sometimes I build manually myself. And
I got you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got those keys in place.
All right. So let's install this theme right quick. And I'm going to do that by, is it going to let me do this with a, let's see, I'm going to yarn it. Why? I think it's going to complain. Nope, it didn't. Cool. So then I'm going to yarn add or workspace site add Gatsby React DOM, and I'm going to add our theme. So
Holy
Gatsby
buckets! Did that just work?
theme stripe subscriptions at star, so that we get this. We want this version. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure that did what we want.
Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying my pizza.
Just hurting my feelings. Okay, so that didn't work. And why didn't it work? It didn't work because...
Okay,
because I gave it the wrong name. So what did I install? Nothing installed. Oh, nothing installed because I gave it the wrong name. So I'm going to copy-paste the name like I should have done.
Oh, wait. I remember seeing Chris say he wouldn't include React DOM or React in the data layer theme, or the theme as well.
Well, so this is only in the site.
Got you.
Yeah,
okay,
so the theme has these as peer dependencies.
Got you.
And maybe Chris was saying that you don't even need them to be peer dependencies since Gatsby has peer dependencies.
Yeah.
I don't
just listened to Chris.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Okay. I'm doing it.
Yeah. I got confused. Working with themes is definitely a really different mental model than like pretty much with anything. It's like very meta.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we're thinking on multiple levels, right? So there's the like, this is going to be the public version of the site, which has its own set of concerns. And then there's the like, I'm going to install this theme and use it. So there's development concerns. And then there's the like extra meta level of I'm developing this theme by using it in a theme. And then you get into Yarn workspaces. So it's kind of like loops and loops and loops to get you where you want to be. But with this being said, I'm going to avoid the need for a Gatsby or for an index file and just change the main to Gatsby config. We can do Gatsby config here, and now we'll just use this theme. So module exports, and we'll get Gatsby. I think I still have this copy pasted. Yeah. All right, so I'm starting there. Now, if I run, I guess I can just run this. It's yarn workspace site develop. Oh, because we didn't give it any commands. So I'm going to run script. And the script that we're going to run is develop, and that will run Gatsby develop. Okay. So let's run that one more time. And so we don't have any pages, and we don't have anything going on in here yet. So what we're actually going to get is just like the default, like we'll get a Gatsby 404, and we'll have a GraphQL layer, but it's not going to have anything in it. So we can just open this. And yeah, it's a whole lot of like defaults, nothing that's really useful to us. Is that too big or too small? Let me make this a little bit bigger.
Nikki, it is pepperoni pizza. Thank you for being so observant.
Paying attention to priorities. That's awesome. Okay, so now we've got like a working site, right? So we can look at this and it's empty, but this is a Gatsby site. We could theoretically ship this empty site and it would be a very odd experience for anybody who visited it, but it's like it exists.
Yes, it does.
So that being said, we're mostly going to be in here, right? We're not doing any UI. We're just getting data in.
Yeah, pretty much. So from here, the idea is to connect to your account, your Stripe account, and pull those amazing Corgi subscriptions.
Okay.
From the from Gatsby node.
Okay.
And so we have so you got .env, right?
I've got my .m .development. It should be here.
Yeah, so the first thing we should do is require .env. So require and then the string of params, the string .env. Oh yeah, you got all that. Config, and then we want to do path
and it's like .m.
It's like, yeah, yep. Process .env dot all
node.
caps node underscore env.
Okay,
And
got
so
that one.
the next thing we do is require Axios to do the API call.
I feel like I need to make my own Axios swag because I don't think Axios has swag. I just need like a hat that says Axios for whenever it's Axios time, I can just put on my
It's like a
Axios
cool
hat.
name.
It is.
Axios
It
is
is.
like cool. Like, where is the swag?
Yeah. Right. Where's it at? Who's developing? Who's maintaining Axios now? Let's make this happen. Okay. So
So, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna start talking. So you go ahead.
Oh, so the probably the first thing we want to do is hook into that lifecycle method, create schema customization. This is for the GraphQL nodes that we're going to be creating. I'm looking at mine right now, and I might have a little too much. But what I named, so Stripe calls subscriptions.
Did I get this right? Like I'm going off memory here.
Create schema customization, and then so this part won't be async. We're just gonna do. We're gonna be destructing actions from it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do. We're gonna destruct create types from actions under that. So const. So like in the next line. So that's fine where it is. Const curly bracket create stripe. Whoa, I said stripe. Create types equals actions.
Okay.
And so yeah, we're creating those GraphQL types now. So I think I have a whole bunch here for my theme, but for the sake of learning and getting things done, we should create a type called stripe plan.
Stripe plan.
I'm like glowing right now.
I know.
The sun is like, it's violating me.
Good. There you go.
All right, cool. Now I can see things.
Hey.
So
that tends to be helpful.
Yes. So type stripe plan. Oh, stripe plan implements node.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about what we absolutely need. So let's do under that on the next on line 12.
Chris, I think it was the opposite of a glow up. It was like this was Nick's. It's not a glow down.
So the first thing we should probably grab is like an ID. So the ID. So ID : string.
Oh, string.
Oh yeah. So this ID is coming from Stripe itself.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Amount is important. So
okay.
Amount : string.
And is
required.
Is that coming back as a number though?
There is one coming. There's currency. Well, I think they're all coming back as strings.
They're all coming back as strings.
Or okay. That's the way I have it. We could actually pull up the. I'm gonna pull up the Stripe docs real quick.
Yeah, let's pop into the docs and look, because one thing that would be helpful, I think, is if we can, casting those to numbers is going to be good. Let's see.
Yeah, they definitely do give back numbers, but they also have. So there's like the numbers themselves, and then there's the strings that you would use that have the formatting, like the US dollar sign and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think those are the ones that I was interested in grabbing.
Okay. Because I'm gonna try to find. It's the products.
Yeah.
key?
So products, and then there's actually. Can you type plan in the search bar?
Yeah.
Plan. I actually really like this API docs.
This one here, plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you scroll down, it shows you the plan object itself.
Yeah. So you mentioned that in passing, but this is worth calling out. Stripe's docs are easily some of the best docs out there. Like they're just
Yeah.
so. If I want to find something, oh, you can like what's up with this? Oh, you just have like a global hotkey to do whatever
Right.
you want. And like and you can find everything. It's all one like super big page, so you can literally like Command F your way through it. They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah. It's definitely and that's the appeal to Stripe. Like that their API. I forgot. I don't know if I was talking to you about this, but somebody described the Stripe API as like aesthetic.
Oh,
Like
hey, guess who's in the chat?
who's that?
Suze Hinton. Newcat. She's like one of my favorite
Oh, hi.
streamers, and she also works at Stripe. So hello, hi Suze.
Oh, nice.
It's great to see you here.
Hey there.
Yeah. So okay. So we're getting the plans, and then
Yeah. So plan. So you were right. Amount is the number.
so that'll give us the yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted the string value that has like the US dollar stuff. And I don't see that here. I think maybe
I think we have to pull like the currency here and the amount here, and then we can,
so the currency is quite literally detailing what the currency is in the string.
right.
It's not. Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay, I got you. So you'll have that USD string right next to the number.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, these are done as like the number of cents. So like if it's this is $100, so it's like $100 .00, and that way we don't have to deal with floating point math, because
Right.
floating point math in JavaScript is a whole lot of fun, and it makes money very hard.
I've had to do all that. Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
But so
we'll make that the type integer on the node thing.
okay, so we'll make this one an integer.
Yeah. So integer.
And then we'll need that currency so that we can grab it. That will be a string.
Yes.
What else do you want out of here?
We definitely want the nickname, because we need people to know that they're subscribing to Corgi Boops and Raids and Wiggles. Wiggle Raid, that's what it is.
Dom, get that crap out of the chat.
What?
He typoed.
Oh no. Banned.
Who's a mod?
This chat.
Who's a mod? Drop that out of the chat. Get that out of here.
This is now NSFW.
Oh, that's funny. Thanks for doing that, Tony. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have we're grabbing out the ID. We're grabbing out the amount. We are grabbing out the currency, and we're grabbing out the nickname. Do we need anything else?
I don't. No, we don't, because we're not using the rest of the plan stuff.
Yeah, and like we're making some assumptions here. Like because we're developing this theme, we know that it's going to be monthly, and we know that it's happening once a month. So like if we were building this to be ultra flexible, we could pull this in and we could determine that like this plan runs bi-weekly, this plan runs quarterly, and but because we don't have a ton of time to do this today, we'll keep it simple. Right.
Yeah, and this is stuff that I was planning on handling anyway with the theme that I already built.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So
very cool. Okay, so I think we can call this good, right? This is going to be our simplified plan object.
Yes, I think that is all we need. And so from here, we're going to do the JavaScript things. So we need to source these nodes. So we're going to need to do exports.source nodes, which is the Gatsby lifecycle method, equals async. And then we're going to destruct a list of things real quick. It's going to be actions, create node ID, create content digest, which I don't even remember what that does.
I can talk about that when we get there.
Yeah. Cool.
And you said reporter?
Yep.
Okay.
And so the first thing we'll do, we are going to hit the Stripe API for your account specifically.
Okay.
So I made a variable called plans. So const plans equals await Axios. Oh, I didn't do it that way. I did.
Oh, you did like this Axios.
Yeah.
Okay.
So method get. I think yours would have been way easier.
Yeah, that's fine.
URL. Oh, so then you need the Stripe api.stripe.com/v1 plans.
Do I need to include the protocol?
Yeah, HTTPS.
Like this? So I'll add the HTTPS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then now we are going to throw in the headers. And we're going to make authorization, : I think it has to be a capital A. Does that actually matter with
it doesn't super matter, but I capitalizing.
I've had
thing,
issues with capitalization on that, so on other APIs. So we're gonna do bearer.
Is it capital B bearer?
Yes.
Every time I say it out loud, I always think like bear, like with claws, you know, like
right.
It's a bear token.
Right. I always go through that same thing. Like that has to happen every time I see that in my brain. So the $, template literal.
Okay.
process.env.stripe _ oh wait, however you named it.
Was it the secret or the public?
The secret.
Okay. I think that's what I called it. Or key.
We could just double check.
That's right.
I think it was Stripe secret key.
Yeah. There's secret key. Got it.
Okay, cool. Here? And then like if there's an error, so like under that we're gonna do if plans.errors, we'll use reporter to panic. Like that's like just really stressful language. Like panic, a panic method.
And then we'll just drop it in here. So plans.errors. Okay.
So and then now we're gonna do the part where we create node on every item that's inside that plan.
Okay.
So we're gonna get back an array, and it's gonna have objects of our subscription data.
And where does that live? Is it's like plans dot?
So it within. Yeah. So plan.data for each.
For each, and then I'm gonna get back a plan.
And then we're gonna pass that. So this is actually, I think I picked this up from your course on Egghead, where you create a node object. So const node, and then you spread plan in it, and you do some formatting to the to some of the strings. So like for example, there's like that internal key.
Right. So we're gonna need this one. And this one, this is where we can get into that content digest. So every node in Gatsby needs what's called a content digest, and that content digest is some key, and the way that we usually get it is by taking the content of something and creating a hash. So like if you take any amount of information and you run it through like a SHA or an MD5 or whatever, you're going to get back like a hash of that content. Mm-hmm. And you can use that as kind of a unique identifier. Now, it doesn't need to be like cryptographically sound or anything, but what you're saying is, hey, this node can be ignored unless the content digest doesn't match the previous version of this node. So it's kind of like a caching mechanism, if that makes sense.
Got you. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you. So I was just kind of using stuff.
Yeah. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the plan and we're creating a hash of the content of that plan. And that's our identifier to see whether or not the plan is updated since the last time we created the node.
For sure. Cool. There's also other things that are part of plan that I just realized. So like nickname, for example, lives inside plan.nickname. And I don't know if it'd be worth it to you to just leave plan as it is, or
Well,
Um,
so there are a few things that are going to happen here. So the way that we've done this now,
mhm.
we have set up this type, and it's going to automatically infer fields for us. And
Okay, yeah,
what that means is that when we add something else, like if the plan comes with a billing scheme, our object, even though we
gotcha.
haven't defined it, that's going to show up. So if we
Okay,
want to be really explicit about what we do and don't have, what we would want to do is add a don't infer here that says
okay,
so we don't want to infer any new fields, and then we would actually just take these and map one to one.
got you. Okay, cool. I think you forgot a letter on don't infer.
Did I?
Yeah, there's like
Don't, yeah. Oh.
N, the letter N.
Dontifer. That's actually the name of my next pet.
um, so so I think so this is supposed to be fetching the data. And then the last piece of that, so we have that node created, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
And we're missing some pieces on the internal too.
yeah. Oh, type.
Okay. And what did we
Type colon stripe plan.
Okay. Anything else that needs
Mhm.
to go in here?
I don't. I can't think of anything else. I have other my own things. Oh, there's plan ID. That is what we need for. So okay, all right. So you see how you have plan.id. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a little confusing. So there's
Uh,
plan.id, and
Tony,
that's like
this is in the source nodes,
hmm?
unless I'm really missing something. Okay, cool. All right. Tony was checking the code, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I think I broke something." But
Oh,
turns
okay.
out
He just said never mind.
this may be a stream first where I actually was not wrong.
You got to archive this one. Um,
Okay, I'm sorry.
so
I cut you off. What were you saying?
I actually forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about the
Oh,
plan.id.
confusing plan ID stuff.
You
Okay,
hackers,
so
you
there's
you
see how-
dirty hackers.
so you see how you have ID and then there's plan ID.
Yes.
There's also hold on, wait, did I? Actually, no, we're good. Never mind.
We're okay?
Forget everything I was just about to say. So now the next piece we need to do is actually create the node itself
Okay.
from the actions object. So actions dot create node.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that is all for now.
All
So
right.
now we want to try running this and see if we can get that data in the graphical.
Okay, here we go. We're running.
Hopefully it works on the very first try.
No.
Oh no, God. Let's go see what that was.
Plans.data.forEach is not a function. Okay, so that is something that we can debug. So I'm just going to console log plans. Let's figure out what's in there.
So, I think there's two data things. There's plan, so it should be plan, plan.data.data.
Plans.data.data.
I think that's what it is.
Plans.data.data. There it is.
Okay, yeah.
All right. And the reason for that, do you know it?
No, please educate me.
Okay. So the reason for that is that Axios will always return an object that has data and errors. And so you can consistently check whether or not Axios has an errors if that's set. And you can consistently check whether or not Axios, like the result.data exists. But it does become kind of a pain because a lot of APIs also return an object that has a data key. So you end up with a lot of data.data. So this is pretty much like every time that I write code, I end up I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that part.
Yeah, I've been using Axios pretty much like only, so I had no idea. I was just like, I guess everyone does data.data.
Okay, so let's see. This worked. All right. Ooh.
That's
all right.
It works.
Show me potato salad. Here we go. Let's look. So we've got stripe plan, all stripe plan. Let's build one of these. So we'll do nodes. Let's just get the stuff. ID,
Holy buckets, did that
nickname,
just work?
currency, amount. Oh, good stuff is happening.
There
Here we
we
go. We
go.
got our Wiggle Stampede. We got our Corgi Snugs. We got our Corgi Boop. And because we didn't infer, we've got a really clean like type
Mhm.
here, where only the fields that we want are here. If we want to add one, we got to go back into that. I'm not gonna lie, this took longer to happen than I thought. I was really expecting that to happen like right away.
I almost choked just now.
I'm really glad you didn't do that. I
that would've been
haven't
bad.
figured out how to give the Heimlich over Zoom yet.
Well, that would have been the first time for your stream.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Calling 911. Okay, so
Okay, cool.
I mean, but this does the thing. This does exactly what we want. We now have
It does.
built a data layer. So
Yeah.
in our site, and you'll notice, like, I'm running the site, right? When I run this, I'm running yarn workspace site develop. The site itself has effectively zero code. It just installs this. So by installing this now and setting the Stripe keys, which like you'd use your real keys, you would be able to then access your Stripe subscription data anywhere in the Gatsby site for use, kind of however you want. Which is like that's really exciting stuff.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties. Wait. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. Can you say something?
Yeah. Did you lose audio?
I don't think I could hear you.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you.
All right,
Okay.
cool. All right, go.
That was awkward. Yes. I think we basically left off on saying this has been successful so far.
Okay. All right. Well, the chat heard all the stuff I was saying, and you already know all this stuff, so we can move on. So the next thing that we were going to do is what? What do you have in mind?
So if you want, we could maybe just start showing, like, not getting too big into styling or whatever, but we can just maybe show displaying the subscription stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's important. What I hope to get to is that to the point where we hit a button that says subscribe and it takes us to that thing.
Yeah.
So I built another theme for that, but instead of doing that, why don't we just work on it through site?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
So let me start this thing back up again. And we're going to have probably just a homepage we can pull this into.
Yeah, like we could just straight up use index pages, index.js.
Okay, so we'll just set up like a really basic page here.
Yeah, super basic.
And I'm going to assume that we're going to have to do stuff, so I will do one of these.
So,
all right.
So I think this is where we would need Gatsby plugin Stripe.
Okay.
So that we could, because we need access to the Stripe object itself.
Did that add? Where did I just add that?
To everything. So,
Okay.
but
this
I
added in the right place.
I have to think about this real quick, because then there's also one thing that we had to do, or I had to do, was I used Gatsby browser and or Gatsby server-side rendering.
Okay.
So that I can actually give access to the Stripe object to the entire site. Right.
Okay.
And so the point I'm trying to make is that we need to access the Stripe object, and we need to hit a function called redirect to checkout.
Okay.
So when redirect to checkout fires, it has a configuration object that takes you to Stripe's checkout page. And so I'm not sure if Gatsby plugin Stripe, I can't remember if that handles that for us.
It looks like this one is adding Stripe to every page.
Oh, okay. So that does the thing already. But then there's the question of,
do we need to hook up to checkout?
Yeah, we're using their checkout API. So do we need
I think we might need this one then,
that might be it.
because I think Stripe.js is different. Oh, if you're using the new version of Stripe checkout, which is recommended.
Which is what I walked you through.
Okay. So
Yeah.
things have changed. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
so Stripe's doing this major change to their API right now. So it's kind of a weird it's a weird space. I've come across things that I wish existed, but they did before, and like I don't know. But they're working on it. They're gonna get there.
Well, you've got Stripe folks lurking in the chat today. So
Oh, I know.
if you want to call out the things that you miss, that because like that'll be helpful for us too to understand what we can and can't do today, and kind of what we're hoping to do as the product develops.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why we're doing subscriptions, because I think the subscription stuff is actually really solid.
Nice.
It's mostly the product, the like if you wanted to sell variants of T-shirts or whatever, and they know about it. It's gonna happen. But yes,
awesome.
I'd be down for conversations. I'm always down for that.
Yeah. So we are going to. I've installed it. I can configure it.
So the part where this doesn't really detail using that object. So I think didn't we need the other one that was just for
that was for
checkout.
old checkout. So new checkout works through the Stripe.js. So I think I'm just going to put this in. I'm going to use async because we don't need to block the page for it. So let me go into, this is the site. And
so I wonder if by doing this, we will just be able to do like window.stripe somewhere.
Yeah, we should be able to. Let's test.
Okay. Because now I'm starting to realize I might have done it wrong on mine.
It's all right. This is how we learn.
It works though.
Yeah, and honestly, like all this plugin is doing, and I haven't looked under the hood, but my guess is that all this plugin is doing is what you did, which is going into Gatsby browser and Gatsby SSR to attach the script. So it's you didn't do it wrong. This would have done it for you. Is really.
I didn't do it wrong. I just didn't do it right.
I don't even know if I would say
I'm just
right.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so here we are. So here, now that we've got that plugin installed, we can see the js.stripe.com.
Okay, perfect. All right.
And if I go in here, I think I can just window.stripe.
I did all that manually, so I'm feeling a little salty right now.
Yeah, here we go. So we're getting back a Stripe object.
Okay, so that Stripe object is where there should be, I think you can go straight from, so stripe.redirect to checkout. And so we should actually probably pull up the docs on redirect to checkout.
Yeah, let's do it. So,
because it'll tell you what you can and can't do.
Now this.
I don't actually. So this is the API docs, and I don't think this is where it lives.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the regular docs.
The regular docs has it.
Checkout.
And then, and then if we scroll down.
Or sorry, where did you want me to go?
So it's not just like it. You want to look for something that I think it's like an overall documentation thing on using the Stripe object.
Okay.
Try clicking. I know this isn't really related, but try clicking on Stripe elements real quick. There's something that details what's in redirect to checkout, and that's all I'm trying to find right now.
Okay, so this is the public key.
Right, and that's, yep.
And then
so I do think we have to do it manually because I don't think the Stripe plugin.
Well, it's not going to do this, but that's okay because we can.
Okay, right.
But you know what I am going to do is I'm going to make this available in the UI. So by prepending with this, then I can use this. So what I'm going to do here is let's grab out. Let's see. We'll do.
I did not know that.
Use effect, I think. And let's just try use effect. And we'll have it run just once on initialization. And I'm going to
Stripe elements.
Let's just get what do I want to do here? I wanted to get their stripe equals dot stripe, and we'll go process.m.gatsby publisher.
Oh, I think I found it.
I think that.
Wait.
It was it. So I want to like.
So I'm looking at docs / payments / checkouts / not fulfillment. That's after the payment.
Okay, so checkout. It's not like starting a subscription.
So the checkout is where you would start the subscription. I'm just trying to find the documentation on using redirect to checkout.
Okay.
I know how it works, and I can like tell you, but I kind of want to find it as a, because the stream should see it.
Yeah.
Let me type. So I'm just searching redirect to checkout. I'm on this page all the time. I have no idea why I can't.
Oh, there's a button called redirect to checkout. So I'm on.
Wait, I see it. So wait, what happens when you click on the thing? It says call redirect to checkout to provide the session.
What
happens when you click on that? Does it take you?
Let's look. Oh.
Yeah, so it was here. Wait, no, this is for Stripe.
This is Stripe JS. So these were docs that I didn't know. Okay, all right. So we got there eventually, but yeah, this is I think where we want to be.
Yeah.
So then my goal here is we're going to build an array of items, and the items have.
Oh no! So this is for the products. So if you were buying a bunch of things, and those items, you would use that for like, t-shirts or whatever.
Okay.
We are gonna use there's a configuration. If we could look at that documentation again, because I think there's a configuration that's like, is this for a subscription or something? Can we go back to the docs, Stripe JS docs?
Here?
Oh, you're on there. Sorry, I didn't recognize it in light mode.
Oh, well, so I have. Wait, they have dark mode on this too?
Oh, I don't think so. I think I'm just really confused. Go back to where we were. Click on the tab.
This one?
Yeah, right there, right there.
All right.
Okay, wait, let's scroll down a little bit and we'll go through the methods, the options.
Okay.
Submit type. So I think submit type.
Mm-hmm.
No. Is there a different thing for plans? Can we search plan real quick in Stripe JS or redirect? I'm gonna actually look at what I did. Hold on, I will have an answer shortly.
So checkout gives you a session object.
Oh. So it is. Oh, okay. So it does work with items still. Sorry, I confused myself. So it does work with items, and I guess mentally that didn't make sense to me because normally you're not subscribing to a bunch of things at once. So we could use this, and the redirect to checkout will know that this is a subscription experience, and it'll provide you with that. So you were right the whole time. I'm totally wrong, and I'm ruining everything.
No.
Go ahead, and I think you could just straight up use. So you have to pass it the plan ID.
So
it has to say plan. It has to be an object that says plan, then the plan ID, and it gives the quantity. And we're going to default to 1.
So going back to my products here, this is not the SKU.
That's not yeah, I wouldn't call it a SKU, but you
Is it
use
this
it the
one
same
here?
exact way.
The plan underscore?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I need to send in. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's cheat and just make one.
Sure.
And once we feel like we're confident that it's doing what we want, we can go redirect to checkout. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pass it items, and that's a SKU and a quantity. So let's do that. I'm going to do items.
The pizza's all gone now.
I'm still so mad. Quantity.
Oh no. So you're not gonna call it SKU. You're gonna call it plan.
Plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So think of SKU and plan as the same thing. One is just for subscriptions. One is for products that you're buying.
Okay. And so then I need to send in a success URL and a cancel URL.
Yeah.
I'm going to just make those.
Those are required. In the theme that I built, I made default success and cancel pages.
Okay. So I'm basically just going to have it do nothing, but it'll tell us.
Yeah.
Actually,
Makes sense.
no, that's fine. This is fine. So I'm going to do it like this. And then if redirect fails, we'll get a result.error.message. So I'm going to add that. And we'll say if result.error.message, we'll just console error that.
Yep. Looks like code to me.
And I feel like we should probably error guard this. So we'll do this and this.
You want to put like maybe oh, this is gonna fire immediately then.
Yeah, as soon as we reload the page, it should bounce.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so it didn't like something.
It broke.
Invalid value for Stripe. API key should be a string. So it didn't like my variable. Oh, I haven't restarted since I changed that environment variable name. And if that doesn't work, then we'll figure out what I actually did wrong.
This son is harassing me now.
It's like right up in your business.
Ugh.
Oh, null coalescing is going to be so amazing. I keep waiting for it to drop because it hit stage 3, right? Oh, hey, look at that.
Hey.
It worked. So I made this so that as soon as you hit the page, it immediately bounces you out. So like if I go to localhost 8000, we're going to immediately end up on the checkout page.
That is right.
Boom. Okay. So that's doing what we want. And from here, we can we can pay for something. So this is one of the things that I love. What is it? All 4.2?
4.2, 4.2, 4.2 until you can't 4.2 no more. And then like, yeah. Name Corgi Man. Bobby Digital.
Okay.
I haven't heard that.
So this one will. Okay, so we bought a thing.
Yes. Now if you go to your dashboard.
Yep, there it is. There's our payment.
Even though this is like test data, every time I look at this, it's like exciting. I get the.
It feels good, right?
It feels good. I have like thousands of dollars worth of purchases from in my test data, and I just
some days you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy $10,000 worth of stuff for myself, so I can just make it rain with your imaginary dollars
and feel successful. That's what matters, the feeling, right?
I agree. You should set up a lot of subscriptions. Like every month, I get 10,000 test dollars a month.
Success. Okay, so then I think it would be cool if we sort of made like a generic just very basic. Like we hit the GraphQL layer, get all of the Stripe subscription things, and then make buttons for each one.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I think that
So
would be really easy.
let's get what GraphQL from from Gatsby. Well, I just forgot how Gatsby works. That was a moment for me. Export const query equals GraphQL. All right. So let's go build this query. And we're going to do it, I think, just like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could just straight up hit code exporter right now.
Oh, I could actually, huh?
And then
Yeah, just copy that thing right out of here. I forgot about this code exporter. This is so cool.
oh yeah, I actually don't think I've ever written a real GraphQL query myself. I just always hit up code exporter.
I mean, it's so cool. Yeah, like the OneGraph team, I keep waiting for them to do something that I can give them money for because they've done so much cool stuff for the community and like
Yeah.
everything is free. And I'm like, that's amazing, but like, dude, I want to give you dollars. Like this is so cool.
Maybe they should use my subscription theme.
Yes,
so
they should.
So
Yes,
people
they
can give them money.
Sean, take notes. Yeah. But yeah, so all right, so we've got this, and that means that I'm going to get data in here and out here. So I'm going to take this part out for a minute so that we can actually work on this.
Yes.
And in here, we can do something like Corgi subscriptions.
Throw some exclamation marks in there. Yeah. Just like
that was the right move. Okay. And then I'm going to make this into a fragment. Okay. So then we wanted to like loop through these. So let's, I guess, we'll just build like divs out of them or something. So let's, we'll go data dot all stripe plan. Dot nodes. Map, and then we'll get a plan. And then because we are good developers, we're going to add a React key so that it doesn't yell at us. We'll just use the plan ID. And then we can put down like the plan dot nickname. We'll put down the price. Oh, there's a thing that I found a while back that I love. It's like built into the browser. So there's currency management.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so
no
good.
way.
It's so
I did that manually too. Oh my God.
All right. So I think what this will let me do is let's write a little helper.
No way.
I swear to God, man, this is all that being an experienced developer is knowing what to Google.
Wait. When did you learn about this? Because I'm pretty sure I asked you about this months ago.
Did I lead you astray?
No, well, not that. I'm not blaming you.
I mean, it sounds like you're blaming me, but no, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm just saying you could have gave me a different answer.
Okay, so we're going to get formatted, and that'll be new INTL.
I've got some refactoring to do.
Number format, and then in here we are going to hard code this part. So we're in the United States. We want the style to be currency. And the currency is going to be whatever Stripe sends us.
Yes.
And then we will format the we have to do something different. Because first we have to convert it from cents into dollars. Like into dollars dot cents. So how does that work? I remember how to do this. Do you remember how to do this?
I don't know. I did a whole bunch of weird stuff to get it done.
Okay, so I think what we want is um,
Wait, I have this somewhere.
math. No, we don't even need this. We can do amount divided by 100. Is that right? Okay, if we've got this is very hard for me. Something that costs $100.55, and we divide by 100, we get 155. Wow, that was hard for me. Like my brain like rejected that information.
Look, man, I didn't even try. I'm just letting you struggle here.
This is honestly like I swear this is why I didn't get through Advent of Code is because my brain has so much trouble with basic math. Okay, so then I'm going to return this. Okay, so what we should get is now we should be able to say something like cost is to currency plan dot amount, and let's just start there and see what that looks like.
Dumb quoting me for saying doing weird stuff to get it done.
What did I get wrong? Currency code is required with currency style.
So maybe the currency code isn't coming in at a format.
Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, it's plan.currency. I forgot to send the second
yeah.
parameter. Still doesn't like it.
Currency code is required.
Okay, that's my fault because I made it an object, and I'm going to not do that. Boom.
Hey!
Look at it go. All right. So now, what I think, like, this is where we can add a button, right?
Yeah, actually.
All right.
So we throw in a button, and on click, we do redirect to checkout, and it's going to be I think the only thing that matters with redirect to checkout is the items. Oh, and then like the success URL and stuff.
It's the plan ID, right?
The plan so it has to be an object.
Well, so what I'm doing is I'm setting up
right.
I'm gonna write the helper up here.
Okay, got you. Yes.
So we're gonna handle redirect, and that'll give us the plan ID, and then we can do stuff with that in here.
Yes.
So basically, I think we can take all of this, and we'll set the plan ID, and I think we just leave the rest of it, right?
Yeah. This whole stream is just like watching the sun progress throughout the day on my face.
Okay, so let's try it. Something. What broke?
Button.
Oh, it doesn't like. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to use set state or use state. And then we're going to stripe set stripe equals use state. And what we can do here is we'll just set stripe. And then down here.
Oh, that's right.
If there's no stripe, we will just immediately bail. And otherwise, we'll do stuff. So that this will avoid issues in like server-side rendering, and like if something goes wrong with the stripe library, we won't get like we'll still get a broken button because we're not handling this error, but it won't like fully explode. So we would want to actually handle this, and up here, obviously, where we're doing these redirects, like these pages should exist. And actually, you know what we should do? We should make those pages next. So let's just test this though, because I think Hey, get out of here. What's that?
Wait, why did it do that?
Why did it do that?
Oh, because you have the stripe. You uncommented. Wait a second.
That's not supposed to happen until I click stuff.
No, it happens immediately. because you uncommented it. Yeah, like on line 33, is that? It's firing the function right there.
Oh! I know what I'm doing. Because it's supposed to
Oh,
fire
right,
that
yeah.
once we click it, and that's my bad. Okay,
Wait,
so
but aren't you still firing it up above?
No, because it's in the handler now.
Oh, that's in the
So
handler.
yeah,
Okay, got you.
this is now
Okay, I didn't
happening
see that.
only when we click.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. All right, thanks, Jay Nielsen. That was definitely another moment where I should have been looking at the chat. I actually made a sound effect that's just me going so that the mods can tell me to look at the chat.
Oh.
But I haven't had time to go in and fix it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's clutch.
So, all right. Now, I think we're good, right? I think we can buy any of these. So let's do it. I want Corgi Snugs. Okay,
Boom.
that works. I want a Corgi Boop. Hey. All right, I want a Wiggle Stampede. This is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah, this is some good stuff.
Okay. So, I mean, we this
We did it.
In and of itself, this is super cool that we were able to do this. We're at what? Almost 90 minutes on the nose. And we were able to get hooked up to Stripe. We were able to set up some products, or some plans, I should say. Then we were able to create custom data types in Gatsby and get those into the data layer through a custom Gatsby data theme. Then we were able to use that theme in a site to load that data and build this gorgeous UI that we just built. I mean, that's a lot. Like, that's
all while eating pizza.
All well, some of us were eating pizza.
Sorry. So if you could allow the time, I feel like so I did this stuff, right? I did the data layer. I have the UI theme. Do you think we have time to quickly try to spin up my UI theme real quick?
Do you have a demo? Because we should.
The demo, yes. I do have a link that I just threw up on Netlify.
Nice. Yeah. Hit me with the link.
Oh, actually, I thought I linked it to you.
To clarify, what we're talking about here is that Nick has actually built a whole suite of Stripe themes. So there's this base data, there's storefront, there's subscriptions, the auth subscription. You want to talk about that for a minute? Because we don't have time to do it today, but it's so cool.
So I just dropped a link of the UI theme. It really is just a component called. Wait, are you looking at it? I lost track.
I got it pulled up. Yeah.
Yep.
This is dope.
Yeah. Man. So this is really just a component that I called it plan list. So like if any of your plans will end up on this like 3x3 interface, because that's kind of like the standard or whatever for subscription models. What I am working on, which I'm really excited about, and I'm still trying to figure out how to really pull it off, is a way to create subscription models that would lock content behind paywalls. So think of it as like a self-hosted Patreon. And I actually ended up I got it working. Like I was able to handle subscriptions. I needed to use like Firebase as a database or something. You know, there was the user login process and all that stuff. And I made a component, like a paywall component that would be like, you know, that would check if the user who is logged in is currently subscribed or whatnot. It actually worked. I was really excited about that.
Dude, this is, I mean, and I'm not going to lie, I've been super impressed with the amount of work that you've been putting out. Like,
I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just hype. I'm excited.
No, it's like, this is wonderful work. It's really, really cool what you're doing. And like the fact that somebody can just install a theme and create some stuff on Stripe and be able to charge subscriptions is huge, because like I just made some stickers, right? I was talking about those Boop stickers and stuff. I was like, man, it'd be kind of fun if I could create like a $10 a month sticker subscription and we just send off stickers to people every month, right?
Right.
I
Just be
didn't want to
perfect.
build that. You built it. So now, it's like it lowers the barrier to entry for doing fun things that, there's so much admin work to make that happen. And I think that's what I love about Stripe as a company is the ease of handling payments.
Yeah,
And I feel like you've taken that a step further. And now it's like, not only that, but I can just like install this theme in my Gatsby site and then all of it happens for me. Like all I
yeah,
have to do is just wish that something existed and write 3 lines of code and that's it. And I think
yeah.
that's really powerful stuff.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. So I'm gonna just keep building these out. Eventually, I personally would love to start talking to people who have successful Patreon accounts or people who are looking to sell products online or whatever. And I think I need to start like getting it battle tested.
yeah,
And so I'm hoping to have like a full suite of things that not just like all developers not just for me, but like all developers can use and build these kind of things.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, I look forward to seeing it. I hope like this seems like something that obviously I do not work for Stripe. If I did work for
Me
Stripe,
either.
I'd be trying to poach you, because it's clear that you care about this stuff. It's clear that you are very interested in it, and like you're looking for work right now, right?
Yeah. So I guess so. I love where I work right now, but I do believe I'll be looking for something maybe. Oh well, I know exactly when around 20 weeks from now. I'm committed to this cohort
Yeah,
that is graduating, and I love resilient coders so much, and I'm still going to be very involved with them. I think it's time for me to like make some moves, though.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So yeah,
you're already making the moves, and I gotta say, like, it's been super impressive to watch you go from, as you said, like a React Native developer to owning a suite of Gatsby themes. Like, it's super
yeah,
cool to see your transition. Um, Anything you want to say before we wrap up? I feel like that's a good stopping point.
yeah. I mean, for the most part, like I have already talked about it, but like I'm interested in taking this to the next level, and I'm still trying to figure out what the next level looks like. So I would be interested in feedback from other developers on actually using it. Like I would be so happy if like one of you in this Twitch chat right now were like, I'm gonna go find me an e-commerce person. I'm gonna use this Stripe theme, and
Mhm.
I would just love to hear that kind of thing. So any kind of feedback on using it for your own thing or using it for other clients, um, I'm definitely um, and I definitely want this to. I want to build more momentum around it.
For
Um,
sure.
so yeah, and then I would totally be down to talk to Stripe about possible future employment.
I would love to see you on the Stripe team. All right, so Nick, this has been super fun. I am really really happy with how far we got. Uh,
Yeah,
like
this was great.
Yeah, and so I'll take this live, so that if people want to look at it, play with it, we'll have the repo up and all that stuff. It'll still be in test mode, so you can buy things without actually having to like once
Yeah.
I figure out how to deliver Corgi Snugs, this is 100% going to be a real
Oh
business.
yeah. So you can add a billing address property to the redirect to checkout. That'll get you started.
Excellent. All right.
All right,
So,
man.
Nick, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for the
Chat, stay
opportunity.
tuned. We are going to raid and make sure you head over to the schedule and check it out because we've got some really fun stuff coming up. We've got Eli Fitch is going to come on and we're going to do some cool things with maps and animation. Eli is really funny, really creative, really knowledgeable about this stuff. And then we have the one and only Angie Jones, who is going to come on and teach us about visual testing in Cypress. I'm just super excited about that one. She's like one of my heroes on the internet and just still kind of blown away she agreed to come on. Um, and then Shirley Wu is coming back. Shirley Wu is one of my favorite people. I've had her on the show a bunch of times. And we're gonna try to do something that neither one of us knows how to do, which is use Nuxt. So we're just gonna kind of fumble through that together. It should be a whole lot of fun. I think it's gonna be more comedy than code, But I'm really looking forward to it. We got a whole bunch of other fun stuff coming on, so definitely go check that schedule. You get subscribed, and that is that. Thank you everyone for coming on. This was so much fun. I really appreciate y'all coming by. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much, everybody.